All right, you can get your math lessons 1 book out. We have 1 page left to do, and it's got some plus or addition problems at the top. But you might have noticed that some of the numbers are a lot bigger than what we're used to. Just take that off. So I'm going to help you with this one. Remember the different ways that we can solve equations so that everyone can do this on their own. So the first one we're going to start with is 5 plus 5. This one should be pretty easy for many of you because we can think about our 5 groups that we have on our fingers. And what happens when we have 5 and 5 and we put them together? We get 10. That's a math fact that we learned really fast because we see it all the time. We love 5 groups. We love the number 10. Now we can move to the next one. 3 plus 4. For this one, I'm going to use my fingers again. You can choose how you want to do them. If you like drawing circles or dots, draw circles or dots for every single one. If you like using objects, use objects for every single one. If you like using your fingers, use your fingers. If you like doing all sorts of things, then do all sorts of things. That's the great part about equations. You get to decide how you want to solve them. So let's try 3 plus 4. And since it's plus, we're going to put them together. I can't put my hands out too far, so my putting together is kind of a quick little, there they are together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The next one we should be able to do on our fingers as well. An easy cheesy 5 group. And 1 extra. And I bet a lot of you already, just looking at it, knew 5 and 1 more is 6. 5, 6. The next one is where we start to get a little bit bigger, where the numbers start to get a little bit bigger. So I'm going to show you how you would do this on your fingers, okay? And then we're going to do it with objects. 6 is a number that fits on 2 hands. I can't make it with just 1 hand, and that's what makes this equation a little bit trickier. We're going to put 3 fingers up, and then we have to count 6 more fingers. But I can't count these because these are my 3. So help me put up 6 more fingers. 1 more, 2 more. Whoops. Let me start that again. I had a handout and I should have had it put away. Here are my 3, just like the first number. And now I'm going to do 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stop. That's 3 and 6 more. But what is 3 and 6 more when we put them together? Now we have to count all my fingers that are out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oop, that guy moved twice. 9. Let's see how we would do this one with objects. I have my squares over here and a break apart stick so I can see where my two numbers are. So my first number I have to make is 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. And then I have to make 6. And I'm going to put my break apart stick in there because this is the first partner, 3. And my second partner is going to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm just going down because otherwise you won't be able to see on my camera. You can still go across. It doesn't really matter as long as you keep them on their sides. Now, how many blocks is this all together? That's the question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's exactly what we got. Some people might start recognizing this next one because we have worked a lot recently with partners of 10. So if you recognize these partners, that's awesome. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's awesome. That's okay too, because we'll get you there. We'll get you so that you learn your partners of 10. let's try blocks again. So I'm going to start with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this time I'm going to put, oh, you can't see all of them. I'm going to put my break apart stick this way, and I'm going to go down. Now I need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more is 6. How many is this all together? Because it's plus, 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 so I'm putting it all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did anybody recognize those as partners of 10? We've seen those a lot when we were finding our partners of 10. All right, let's try another one on our fingers. So we'll do this next one on our fingers. 6 plus 2. How many should I start with? 5 and 6. I need 6. Plus 2 more. So I have to carefully, keeping all of these up still, put out 2 more. 1, 2. Now how many do I have all together? 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is how you can use your fingers, even if the numbers are big. Parents, moms and dads, and kids, lots of times when we use our fingers to do bigger numbers like 6, I notice kids doing this. 6, and then they put this one away and put out the 2. So it's kind of like they're doing a little subtraction in there and they don't even realize it because we aren't used to having to use both hands to do one number. So be very careful, friends, that if you need to make 6, keep this thumb out and put out 2 more without putting any away, because otherwise you're going to get the wrong number for your equation. So we have our 6 and then we have to put out 2 more. 1 more, 2 more. Did I put this one away? Did I put any of these away? No. And it actually, I've noticed it's helping me quite a bit with my fingers when I put them down on the table. Then it helps me keep this one out, because sometimes even in the air, kids will kind of go like that and they don't even realize they're putting that one away. So we can try our best to help. We have to notice if they do that or not, because otherwise they're going to be off every time and not really understand why. So if your child is having a difficult time using fingers for these bigger numbers like 6, 7, 8, then switch to objects. If you notice they're consistently getting those bigger ones wrong, switch to objects or show them again 6 or 7 and then 2 more, 8 and 1 more. That can be kind of hard to do, to move your fingers that way. So just be on the lookout for that. Friends, then you can do your dot to dot down at the bottom. A person, looks like they got some snow clothes on. And then on the back, it's more review. Friends, we keep working on these math facts because the better you get, the faster you get, the less you have to think about these, the better you're going to be when in first grade you start to learn more numbers, more bigger equations. So I've been working on these for a lot of years. I don't have to think all that hard about each one that I'm doing. So one day, hopefully, if you practice, you will be able to do them this fast also. This is what we want to get to. But friends, remember, I've been doing these for a lot of years, so I'm pretty quick at them. The more you practice, the faster you get, the easier math will be. So I know you've done a lot of this already, but that's great. That means you're getting better and better and smarter and smarter. And remember, we want to get smarter and smarter. Let's see if I can do some takeaway before we go. Woo! That takeaway is definitely harder for me. Minus. All right. So there's your work. And then you also have a homework page to do. The one thing I want to show you about the homework page, you can easily do the front, the back. Here on page 71, you'll do the front, and then on the back, you have to draw a picture to go with this equation that's down at the bottom. 6 equals 2 plus 4, and you have to draw a break apart stick. So I'm going to write that equation down so I can remember it. 6 equals 2 plus 4. Okay, so to do this one, I need altogether 6 circles. So I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I need to use my break apart stick to show a group of 2 and a group of 4. So my group of 2 is going to be 1, 2 right there. There's my break apart stick. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4. You could also start by drawing your groups. Here's 2, 1, 2, draw your break apart stick, and then draw a group of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You get the same picture, but it just depends on how you want to think about it. Do you want to think about all 6 and then splitting them apart, or do you want to think of them in 2 groups and kind of putting them next to each other? So that's up to you.